Hi guys, it's PanelHopper here again, and I'm back to talk about a Doctor Who casting theory. Yes, it's that time in the cycle of Doctor Who's regeneration where we talk about casting rumours. This is a pretty big one. You've seen by the thumbnail and the title of the video, it's Billie Piper. This comes from a series of Reddit leaks, which are deemed to be credible by people who've read them because they managed to predict the synopsis and plots of multiple episodes a month in advance, which you would only know if you had inside knowledge. Uh, but I don't see it because, as other more popular YouTubers have pointed out, it would make a big splash, but it's basically proof that Doctor Who is stuck in the 2000s and can't do anything besides recast old actors into new roles to get people to pay attention. So it's a bad idea in the long term, even if it would make a good impression in the short term. The other reasons why I think it's probably not true is just Billie Piper's career in general. She's made a huge career out of very different, wide-ranging roles. That means she'd be an excellent actor in the role. She'd be an excellent Doctor, but it's unlikely that she's going to return to be the face of a program that she's already been on when she can do challenging theatre work and the like that she has been doing and making a much bigger name for herself. Uh, there's also the element of public scrutiny that comes with playing the Doctor, which I think Billie Piper has been very keen to avoid her entire career. You know, she's a very private person, so I don't think she's gonna be going on the one show talking about how happy she is to be back with Doctor Who, you know, over and over again. And then the final thing that gives me pause taking out the logistics of Billie Piper as an actress and whether or not it fits her career and whether or not she would even agree to it, because I don't know any of those things. Speaking as a fan, it's not just that it would be regressive to cast Billie Piper as the Doctor, even though it would be progressive aesthetically and progressive creatively, but it'd be regressive in terms of the show's history and its inability to, because it needs the show. I've been saying for ages, the show needs to be always moving forwards. The other thing that gives me pause is it basically kills multi-Doctor stories stone dead. So they don't do multi-Doctor stories very often, and I'm not saying we were going to have any. But if you think about it now, if you have Billie Piper as the 16th Doctor, no matter how radically different she would be from Rose Tyler, and I'm sure she would be, if she gets a multi-Doctor story with Ncuti Gatwa, or David Tennant as the 14th, or David Tennant as the 10th, or Peter Capaldi, or Matt Smith, or, you know, God forbid, Christopher Eccleston chooses to come back, the first thing any of those incarnations is going to say is, oh my God, you look like Rose Tyler. And then either we're going to have to sit and explain it for a scene or two, or we're going to have to gloss over it. And I think it would just, it it basically weighs down the the process of regeneration in a very similar way to casting David Tennant as the 14th Doctor, but in a way that can't be satisfied with in motion. Because you would have to basically, because David Tennant did it for 3 specials, and you could just have those quiet moments with Catherine Tate, and then it was over. Whereas to build like I say an 8 or 10 episode series around the 16th Doctor, played by Billie Piper, you'd have to really nail it in the first episode she was in. This is why this happened. Let's move on and hope that everyone comes with you. And I'm not sure a general audience would. I mean, this is what we're talking about. What we're really talking about at the moment is whether or not the Doctor has been recast, whether or not Shooty's regenerating, and whether or not any casting is going to bring a general audience back to the show. Like, we're fans, we love it, we're always going to watch it, I certainly am. But to survive, the show needs a general audience to go, yes, I also agree this is worth watching. And that's clearly not happening for one reason or another. I'm not going to apportion blame for why that is, because I can't read the mind of several million people. But, you know, we may never know. But I don't think casting Billie Piper as the Doctor is the way forward. I just don't think it's going to happen. If I'm wrong, there'll be another video on how wrong I was. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it. It's probably not happening. Anyway, I'm really tired now, so I'm going to go. Bye.